Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, True Wellness Hub. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 60s and 70s stay strong, balanced, and full of energy, while others struggle with stiff joints, weak legs, and constant fatigue, even though they walk every single day? Walking is one of the most recommended exercises in the world. Doctors talk about it, fitness experts praise it, and millions of older adults rely on it to stay healthy. But here's the surprising truth: many people over 60 don't realize. Walking alone is often not enough to keep your body strong as you age. If walking is the only exercise you're doing, you might be missing the most important movements your body needs to stay mobile, balanced, and independent. As we get older, our bodies go through natural changes. Muscle mass slowly decreases, a process scientists call sarcopenia. Balance becomes weaker, joints become stiffer, and reaction time slows down. These changes don't happen overnight, but over the years they quietly affect how we move, how we stand, and even how safe we feel walking across the room. Walking is excellent for your heart and circulation, keeps you active and improves mood. But walking mainly moves the body in one direction forward. It does very little to strengthen the muscles that support your hips, stabilize your knees, protect your lower back, and prevent dangerous falls. And falls are one of the biggest health risks after the age of 60. Research from aging and mobility studies shows that the strongest, healthiest older adults usually do more than just walk. They include a few simple strengthening and mobility exercises in their daily routine. These movements wake up important muscle groups that walking alone barely touches. The good news is that you don't need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or intense workouts. In fact, some of the most powerful exercises for people over 60 are surprisingly simple and gentle. When done regularly, they can improve strength, balance, posture, and flexibility in ways walking simply cannot. Today we're going to talk about 5 daily exercises that can make a huge difference in how your body feels and functions after 60. These movements are safe, effective, and designed specifically to support aging muscles and joints. Many physical therapists recommend them because they help maintain independence, reduce the risk of falls, and keep everyday activities like climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or carrying groceries much easier. Let's start with the first movement, which might look simple but is actually one of the most powerful exercises for aging bodies. Imagine how many times a day you stand up from a chair, getting out of bed, rising from the sofa, standing up from the dining table. These movements seem automatic when we're younger. But after 60, this basic action becomes a true test of leg strength and balance. That's why the first exercise is the chair sit-to-stand. This movement directly strengthens the muscles that walking often neglect: quadriceps, glutes, and core. These muscles are essential for maintaining independence. When they weaken, even simple daily tasks start to feel challenging. To try this exercise, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Your knees should be about hip-width apart. Lean your chest slightly forward, press your feet into the floor, and slowly stand up without using your hands if possible. Then gently lower yourself back down into the chair. That's 1 repetition. At first, it might feel harder than expected, and that's completely normal. The muscles involved in this movement tend to weaken with age, especially if we spend long periods sitting during the day. Studies on older adults have shown that improving leg strength through movements like this can dramatically reduce fall risk and improve walking ability. In other words, strengthening your legs actually makes walking easier and safer. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions. Move slowly and focus on control rather than speed. Over time, as your strength improves, you can gradually increase the number of repetitions. What makes this exercise so powerful is that it trains the exact muscles your body uses in real life. Every time you stand up from a chair, your brain and muscles are practicing coordination, strength, and balance at the same time. Many physical therapists even consider the sit-to-stand movement one of the best indicators of overall mobility in older adults. People who can stand up easily tend to remain independent much longer. Now let us move to the second exercise, one that plays a huge role in preventing falls but is often completely ignored: balance. 1. Of the biggest reasons older adults fall isn't weakness alone, it's reduced balance control. As we age, the tiny stabilizing muscles around our ankles, hips, and core become less active. Walking in a straight line doesn't challenge them very much, so they slowly weaken. That's why practicing simple balance exercises can make such a dramatic difference. A great place to start is the single leg balance. Stand near a wall, chair, or kitchen counter so you have something to hold if needed. Slowly lift one foot just a few inches off the floor and try to balance on the other leg. Keep your posture upright and your eyes focused forward. At first, you might only manage 5 or 10 seconds. It's perfectly okay. Balance improves with practice, just like any other skill. As we get older, maintaining our balance and stability becomes more and more important. A simple wobble can sometimes lead to a serious fall, so it's crucial to keep our stabilizing muscles sharp. Researchers studying fall prevention have found something really encouraging. People who practice balance exercises regularly can significantly reduce their chances of falling. The great thing is, you don't need a gym or any special equipment. Let me show you a simple yet powerful exercise you can do almost anywhere. Find a sturdy surface to hold on to for support, like a countertop or the back of a chair. Stand with your feet together and then slowly lift one foot off the ground, just a few inches. Focus on keeping your body upright and your gaze fixed on a spot in front of you. Try to hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. If that feels too long at first, just hold it for as long as you comfortably can. Then, slowly lower your foot and switch legs. This small exercise wakes up the stabilizing muscles in your ankles, hips, and core. These are the muscles that work hard to keep you upright when you walk on uneven ground, step off a curb, or need to catch your balance quickly. The beauty of this movement is its convenience. You can do it while brushing your teeth, waiting for the kettle to boil, or just standing in the kitchen. It takes less than a minute, but the long-term benefits for your stability and confidence are enormous. Now, let's talk about another critical area for stability that often gets overlooked: our hips. As we age, the muscles around our hips can quietly weaken. You might not notice it at first, but over time, weak hip muscles can lead to slower walking, poor balance, knee pain, and even lower back discomfort. While walking does use the hips, it mainly works them in a forward motion. What our bodies really need, especially after 60, is stronger hip stability from side to side. This is where our next exercise, the side leg raise, becomes incredibly valuable. This simple movement strengthens the outer hip muscles, also known as the hip abductors. These are the muscles that stabilize your pelvis when you walk, climb stairs, or step sideways to avoid a trip. Here's how to do it. Stand next to a wall, chair, or countertop for support. Keep your body upright and your feet together. Now slowly lift one leg out to the side without leaning your upper body. Try to keep your toes pointing forward, not up toward the ceiling. Lift your leg only as far as feels comfortable, and then slowly bring it back down. That's one repetition. At first, the movement might feel small, and that's completely fine. The goal isn't height. It's all about control. By moving slowly, you ensure that your hip muscles are doing the work, not just momentum. Aim for about 10 repetitions on one side, and then switch to the other leg. Incorporating these two simple exercises into your daily routine can make a world of difference in your balance, stability, and overall confidence as you move. It's a small investment of time for a huge return in your quality of life. Over time, this exercise strengthens the muscles that help keep your hips stable when you walk. Strong hips improve balance, reduce strain on the knees, and make everyday movements feel smoother and more controlled. Many physical therapists say that hip strength is one of the biggest predictors of mobility in older adults. When the hips are strong, walking becomes easier, posture improves, the body feels more stable during sudden movements. After practicing this exercise consistently for a few weeks, many people notice they feel steadier on their feet. Now let us move to the fourth exercise, one that directly supports walking strength and helps protect your knees. This one focuses on your calf muscles. You might not think about your calves very often, but they play a huge role in movement. Every time you take a step, push off the ground, climb stairs, or stand on your toes to reach something, your calf muscles are working. Unfortunately, calf strength tends to decline with age if it isn't trained directly. Walking uses these muscles, but not always enough to maintain their strength over time. That's why calf raises are so important. Stand near a wall or hold onto a chair for support. Keep your feet about hip-width apart. Slowly lift your heels off the ground so you rise up onto the balls of your feet. Hold the position for a second, Then gently lower your heels back down. That's 1 repetition. Try performing 10 to 15 repetitions at a slow, controlled pace. This exercise strengthens the muscles that help propel you forward when you walk. Strong calves improve walking efficiency, support ankle stability, and reduce fatigue during longer walks. They also help with balance. When you lose your footing or need to react quickly, your calf muscles often activate to help catch your balance. Some studies on aging and mobility have even shown that stronger calf muscles are associated with better walking speed and overall lower fall risk. Want to hear some interesting benefit? Many people notice after doing calf raises, regularly stairs start to feel easier. Climbing stairs requires significant calf and leg strength. Strengthening these muscles can make everyday activities feel less tiring and much more manageable. Now we come to the 5th and final exercise, and this one might be the most overlooked of all. It focuses on posture and upper body strength. As people age, posture often begins to change. The shoulders round forward, the upper back becomes slightly curved, and the head begins to drift forward. This happens gradually over the years due to muscle imbalances and long periods of sitting. Poor posture doesn't just affect appearance, it can actually impact breathing, balance, and walking efficiency. That's why strengthening the upper back is so important. One of the best exercises for this is the wall angel. Stand with your back against a wall. Your head, upper back, and hips should lightly touch the wall. Bend your arms so they form a goalpost shape with your elbows near shoulder height. Now slowly raise your arms upward while keeping them close to the wall, then lower them back down. Move slowly and comfortably. If your arms can't stay against the wall completely, that's okay. Just focus on maintaining good posture during the movement. Try doing 8 to 10 repetitions. This exercise strengthens the muscles in the upper back and shoulders that help pull the body into a healthier alignment. Over time, it can improve posture, reduce neck tension, and make breathing feel easier. Better posture also supports safer walking. When the head and shoulders are aligned properly, the body's center of gravity improves, making balance more stable. Many people who practice posture exercises regularly say they feel taller, more open in the chest, and more confident in their movements. And when you combine this with the leg and balance exercises we talked about earlier, you create a routine that supports the entire body. Together, these 5 movements activate muscles from head to toe: legs, hips, calves, core, and upper back. They complement walking by strengthening the areas that walking alone often neglects. The best part is that this entire routine can take less than 10 minutes a day. A few minutes of targeted movement can protect your mobility, support your joints, and help your body stay strong for years to come. Now here's something very important to remember. None of these exercises are meant to replace walking completely. Walking is still one of the best activities for heart health, circulation, mood, and overall endurance. The goal isn't to stop walking, but to support your body with the types of movement that walking alone cannot provide. Think of it like maintaining a house. If you only clean the floors, but ignore the walls, roof, and foundation, eventually problems will start to appear. The body works in a similar way. Walking keeps you moving, but strength, balance, and posture exercises protect the very structure that keeps you stable and independent. And independence becomes incredibly valuable as we age. Being able to stand up easily from a chair, climb stairs without holding on, carry your own groceries, and move confidently through daily life are all signs of a body that is functioning well. These abilities don't just disappear overnight. They gradually decline when our muscles stop being challenged. The really encouraging news is that the human body responds to movement at any age. Even people in their 70s and 80s can build strength and improve their balance with simple, consistent exercises like the ones we've talked about. Many experts in aging and physical therapy emphasize that small, daily habits are far more powerful than occasional intense workouts. Just a few minutes of targeted movement each day can help maintain muscle strength, joint mobility, and coordination. You might even notice subtle improvements within a few weeks. Standing up from the couch might feel easier. Walking could feel smoother. Your balance may feel more stable when you turn or step onto uneven ground. These small improvements add up over time and can make a huge difference in your quality of life. Another helpful tip is to spread movement throughout the day, instead of doing everything at once. You might practice a few sit-to-stands in the morning. Balance while brushing your teeth, and calf raises while waiting for the kettle to boil. When exercise becomes part of everyday routines, it stops feeling like a chore and becomes a natural part of living. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can help maintain muscle function and mobility. The key is to move regularly and listen to your body. If something feels painful or uncomfortable, it's always wise to slow down or consult a healthcare professional. Everyone's body is different, and exercises should always feel safe and controlled. And remember, progress after 60 doesn't mean pushing harder, it means moving smarter. The 5 exercises we discussed today are sit-to stands, single leg balance, side leg raises, calf raises, and posture exercises are simple movements that support the areas most responsible for strength, stability, and safe movement. When combined with regular walking, they create a balanced routine that supports the heart, muscles, joints, and nervous system all at once. Over time, this kind of balanced movement routine helps the body stay capable, resilient, and ready for everyday life. The most important thing to remember is that aging does not automatically mean becoming weaker or less capable. Many people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s remain active, independent, full of energy, not because they avoid aging, but because they support their bodies with the right kinds of movement. Walking will always be a wonderful habit. Supports heart health, improves mood, and keeps the body active. But when walking is combined with strength, balance, and posture exercises, the benefits multiply. Your body becomes more stable, your muscles stay stronger, and everyday movements begin to feel easier and more natural. Think about how powerful it is to stand up from a chair without effort, to walk confidently without worrying about losing balance, or to climb stairs without feeling exhausted. These are the abilities that truly define independence as we grow older. And the beautiful part is that maintaining these abilities does not require complicated workouts or hours at the gym. Just a few minutes of simple, intentional movement each day can help protect your strength and mobility for years to come. The 5 exercises we discussed today may look simple, but they activate some of the most important muscle groups in the body. They strengthen the legs that carry you through life, the hips that stabilize every step, the calves that power your movement, the core that protects your balance, and the upper back that keeps your posture strong and confident. When these muscles work together, your body moves the way it was designed to move smoothly, safely, and efficiently. If you start practicing these exercises regularly, you may begin to notice small but meaningful changes. Your steps may feel steadier. Your posture may feel more upright. Getting up from a chair may feel easier than it did just a few weeks ago. These small improvements are signs that your body is adapting and growing stronger. So keep walking, enjoy the fresh air, and stay active. But also give your body the support it needs by adding a few minutes of strengthening and balance exercises to your daily routine. Your future self will thank you for it. And if you found this helpful, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who wants to stay strong, active, and independent after 60. Sometimes the smallest daily habits can create the biggest long-term changes.